I don't know that it's worth it to go back and rebut some of the things that were said because, like, I have my little spiel that I already wrote, and I don't know if I have enough time. So I think one of the things that I do want to bring up, though, is as far as that combative nature between the staff and the administration, is we did have a complaint filed against us for some of our practices, and I do think that we could improve in some of the ways that we interact with our teachers, and that is something that I advocate for on the board, and I hope that people who are sitting here on the board would agree that I do advocate for that. Also, I just was talking to somebody who said that, yes, for the last phase 3 of our referendum, there was a 0% tax increase, and that the prior phases, though, did push our taxes up. I don't know a lot, but that it pushed our taxes up and it stayed there. I don't know the validity of that because my wife pays all the bills. I just make money and contribute to the pot. But I'm just saying, like, that's what they told me, and I was like, really? But okay. Sometimes I didn't think it went up crazily though. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out, like, and hearing us and being really involved. I assume that you are the people that are going to go back to your friends and family and tell them what you saw and really advocate that people go and vote, and that I hope I've made a good impression on you because I really am passionate about education, and I really sincerely want this to be a fantastic place for kids to go to school. And I understand that we have monetary constraints, and as a taxpayer, I respect the fact that I don't like a super high tax bill. But I do think we can be strategic. I think we are strategic, but I think we can even improve on, our programming and sinking our money in places that make us attractive and continue to grow our programming and make it a attractive district and pull those people who live in Cudahy and choose to enroll out back in again. And I do think that being a transparent board, being really forthcoming as to the process for people who want to talk to us, like what they need to do. I've counseled people in the past who have called me and said, I'm concerned about this and I want to talk to you about this, and how do I do that? And I've told them the chain of command because I don't think it's easy for people to access all the time, and I've advocated on the board to have an easy, like, these are the steps that you take to talk to us. So I think that it's really important that we are available and listening to not just the community, but also to our staff and also to our students, so that we can build a sort of cohesiveness and unity and work together to make ourselves, like, better than we are now. Like, we can always improve, and I want to see us keep reaching for that, and I want us to reach that by communicating as all of these stakeholders together. So I hope that you will go and vote for me on April 4th, and that you will tell your friends and family of voting age also to vote for me. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
I know you don't need that, but I thought I'd set it near you.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
Okay, my earlier comments regarding, the fact that I'm an old guy and I've been here for a long time. One of the largest battles that I consider that we have in this community right now is this word right here.
It says apathy.
Apathy, okay? I remember a time when the school board budget hearing was so well attended, we had to hold it in the high school auditorium. And speakers would line up and we would listen to speakers for hours, okay? Our last budget hearing, in the audience, we had 2 people, okay? 2 people. If we have an audience of more than 10 people at a meeting, a school board meeting, something's wrong, okay? They're there to try to put somebody's head on a pole, okay?
Or we win the state.
Yeah, or we want to see, yes. And we invite the girls' basketball team for, you know, congratulations, et cetera. So, and they're all a lot taller than I am, so I gotta respect that. But in the last 6 years, even back when I first started, the district was self-insured. Okay, we've been self-insured for health insurance for over 20 years, okay? Our actual annual health care costs are about $1.2 million less than they were 4 years ago, okay? One of the reasons for that, well, I shouldn't say, one of the things we've done to help keep that going is in 2015, we started an employee clinic when Wheaton Franciscan reopened the old Fine Lando Clinic on Ramsey Avenue, okay? And that has saved us for paying, you know, health claims from doctors and urgent care. It's had a very profound effect on our costs, okay? OPEB, which a lot of people don't understand what that is, but it's other post-employment benefits, okay? Retirements, etc., okay? In 2010, our obligation to OPEB, money that we owed to keep our employee retirement system solvent, was $12.5 million. Last year, it was $4 million, okay? That saves us absolutely millions of dollars in retirement costs, and it makes sure that we are able to guarantee that our retirees get the benefits that they have coming to them, okay? We don't want to make improvements. For years, I have to step back. For years, our districts were neglected because the state gave us X amount of dollars, and the majority of that money went to cover salaries and benefits, okay? Now, as you can see, we have to go out to referendum to try to find ways to keep these buildings functional, economical, okay? We've had several what I call, performance contracts. We've just entered a new performance contract with Johnson Controls, okay? That performance contract is $5.9 million. And the taxpayer will not pay 1 penny of that contract. Why? Because, as we've done in the past, Johnson Controls guarantees us X amount of savings, or ROI, return on our investment, for every contract that we enter into. The current contract we're in, refitting lighting, refitting chillers, boilers in buildings, all that stuff has a return on that investment. It makes our light bill cheaper, our gas bill cheaper, all those things. So that's important in a community this size. Because we're not Nicolay, we're not Shorewood, we're not Whitefish Bay, where we can go to the taxpayer and say, hey, you need to give us a boatload of money so we can keep these buildings up. Okay? So I hope that, I appreciate all of you coming. It's great to see you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me when this is done. But just go out and vote, okay? I'm not going to tell you to vote for. You probably already know who you're going to vote for. Just go out and do it, okay? Show the community that there's people that care about what's going on, that apathy isn't as rampant as people think. So go to the polls, vote for wherever you want to, but go.
And bring your friends.
And bring your friends. Am I done now?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
I heard the ding.
Yeah, me too. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
You should have went off of that.
All right, well, as my flyer shows, I've got lots of stuff on here that I would like to say. But I guess the biggest thing is, I think a strong school district, I've said this before, a strong school district is key to our community's economic growth and development. So by bringing a strong school district will bring businesses to the area by offering, we're offering programs that teach students the skills that these employers are looking for, whether it be on the administrative side of things or the professional side of things or the tech ed side of things. Having a trained candidate pool is very can't think of the word, but favorable, I guess we'll go with. Bringing families, this would also bring families to the area. The more families we have, the more tax money we have, and the more students that we get into the district, the more money we get for the state, so that we can do some of these other things. Everybody's, there's lots of stuff going on Facebook and social media and stuff, and lots of griping and stuff like this. This is your chance to make a change if you truly want to change. So it's in your hands. So listen to your heart and go with it. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We're all here for you.
Okay. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you, all of you, for attending.